Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Now, I know a lot of people ain't gonna be able to see all the people that's on that picture, but you got Aaliyah, you got Dame Dash, you got Jay-Z, you got Andre Harrell, you got Puff Daddy, you got Jennifer, you got Beyonce. Now, this is a large, and you got Puff Daddy mother in the back picture. Now, that is a large bed that they all sitting in. I don't know if it's at a club or one of their houses. But you see how this game is going? Now you see Jay-Z is always hugged up at that time with Aaliyah. Dame Dash was with a lady. She looked like she might be a European or mixed. Puff Daddy was with Jennifer at that time. And you see Beyonce and Andre Harrell. Now, it's like about 7, 8 people that actually in the picture that we might know and can identify with. But the funny thing about it, Jay-Z was messing with Aaliyah first when she was younger. Then Dame Dash. So Jay-Z started messing with Aaliyah. Also at the same time, R. Kelly might be happening. So they basically just passing all the individuals back and forth. Then Puff Daddy with Jennifer. You see what I'm saying? It's like everybody getting passed around. And that's the crazy thing about it. And you look at this picture, they all young, so they can't say they don't know each other. Like one time Jay-Z said, yeah, he in picture with Puff Daddy, but he don't know him. But this is real intimate. This is real intimate. For you not to know a person, but you're on bed, even though, like I said, might be at a bar, might be at someone's house, with about 10 people, 15 people. You know, so that's real intimate to me. And people keep saying they don't be knowing each other. People can do what they want. And then it's kind of wild because they all in the same circles and they passing these women back and forth and they manning up with them. So I don't see how a motherfucker can do that because once one of my homies hits some shit, I'm cool. So nowhere in the world Dame Dash should have even wanted Aaliyah after that. Now, if he was going to go out there and have some fun with it, he should have had some fun with it. Should have been his fun girl. But it shouldn't have been his main piece. Nah, hell no. Because at one time, I think Dame Dash was at the point where he was going to marry her. I don't know if the relationship was going to be long standing or what, but before she died, I think they were going to get married. But I still couldn't see myself being in the same circles, around the same cliques, knowing that Jay-Z and me and her rocking together, that he's also with my woman. So this picture is very incriminating when you see some of the young women that's inside them little beds and around these guys. Because for one, if this not a house party or function, if they're inside a bar, how's all these young women even getting inside of bars at that time? I understand people say, well, you know, they're in the industry, but at the end of the day, if you're a club owner or a club promoter, once you see the young girl even pull up with these men, you should say, no, y'all can't come in here. I'm not going to let none of y'all in here. No. But at the end of the day, all this shit is about money grab. They don't care if people are pedophiles. They don't care if they messing with young girls. They don't care. Everything now is about money. Who got the most money? I'm going to play this game. And then they preying on the young girl because they know they naive. And we got to do more talking up for this because so much stuff is coming out with these people. Instead of talking about the Epstein file, now we got to be talking about, man, who going to get convicted? Who going to be sentenced for the stuff they doing? Because every day is somebody out there preying on a young woman. That's in Hollywood, that's in your neighborhood, that's in the ghetto, that's in the projects. Somebody is preying on these girls, and we got to start standing up. Now it's just blatant that they throwing this stuff in our face. So I guess they wanted to start getting used to it. Because you look at Elvis. Look at Elvis Presley. His wife was underage. Jerry Lee Lewis. He married his cousin. She was underage. We can go on and on and on how many people had underage women. Russell Simmons. You can look at his girl. You can see every girl he dated, they was a top model, but they was teenagers. Nobody said anything. So now we got to start stepping up and protecting these young queens. Because we don't know what these young girls are going through mentally after dealing with these men over a long period of time. These men are really was out there grooming them young girls. So when are we going to start stepping up and say, hey man, enough is enough? You know, a lot of time we'll never find out, but now with so much social media, so many people got pictures, so many people got cell phone, that everything you do is now going to be documented. So you got to be real careful when you're a Jay-Z or you're a LeBron James or Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal. It's easy to get hemmed up now because everybody going to pull their phones out when they see you. People around you, they constantly recording. They constantly pulling their phones out. So it's a lot of information floating around here. Just imagine, we just seen the situation with Puff Daddy. They had a nice show and documentary about Puff Daddy, Sean John, Daddy Love. Look at all the footage and all the information and all the video and all the information they had on this man. What's up, Nikki? Look at all the information they had on Puff Daddy for other people videotaping shit. For other people just being in them small circles for a short period of time. This shit is crazy when you see how this stuff go. And these guys and girls, they is not too bright nowadays that everything is so dummied down that nobody thinking. Now, if you know you're in a certain situation, you get in a bag, a real bag. You're legit. You somebody special. I'm going to make sure I really move in silence. Look at LeBron James. Not to put him on a pedestal. I'm not saying he's not doing anything wrong. But ain't nobody heard anything about that man stepping out on his wife. Now, it was rumored, and they squashed that. Now, all this stuff coming on about Jay-Z and all these guys, nobody squashing shit. Jay-Z should have been the first person. The first person, he should have been on news like, hey, man, this is a lie. Because if you fast forward, backtrack less than a year ago, it was a young lady came out and said that they had did something with her. And Jay-Z denied it. And she was saying there was a certain house and all this, and it come out to be false. And she had hired Attorney Bisbee out of Houston. And Jay-Z had went at him. And they ended up throwing it out. But that don't mean it happened because the girl said they had got her high and drunk. Now all this other stuff coming out. So did Jay-Z lie? Did he make up this rumor? Did he try to make her look bad because the girl didn't have anything and more people going to ride with a celebrity because we are celebrity cocksuckers? We love celebrities. Celebrities can't do shit wrong. Celebrities are our fucking God. You can put a celebrity on the phone, on the TV screen, he can say something, the world will go for it. Only in the black community. In the white community, the Jewish community, the Italian, the French, any other community, celebrities and athletes don't have no say so. They don't let them tell them how they should maneuver and how they should move. But as long as you're an entertainer in the black community, that's our gods. So it's going to be a lot of people don't think Jay-Z done did anything wrong. I don't know if they did nothing wrong, but I damn sure know that Aaliyah was underage with R. Kelly. I do know that Jay-Z, on these pictures, what people put up, she was underage. And I do know Jay-Z was messing with her. I don't know exactly if she's underage, but from the pictures that people been posting, she underage. And then she got passed around to Dame Dash. Now think about Dame Dash, R. Kelly, and Jay-Z, they all in the same circles. They all in the same circle. So all these girls to be around these guys, even though they might have made it in Hollywood, but they've been used up. And I noticed that a lot of them now that they older, they lonely. They don't have anybody. Because the people in them circles who they want to be under, they know their backgrounds. Like in your community, we know everybody's background. When I was hustling around the street, I know what girl was doing this, I know what girl was doing that, and I know what girl was getting high. And you know, so they know because them communities be so small. Like the Kardashian, everybody know Kim now. But look at all the men Kim done been with. Even though she say she in a relationship, but I couldn't be a guy who in that circle and also be in a relationship with her. It ain't gonna happen. I don't want nobody who been around the industry messing with industry dudes. I couldn't do it. I might have couldn't even did the same situation with Rihanna and do it because Chris Brown up in the same field I'm in. But he didn't came up with a billionaire. Now, if he didn't know it personally, that's something different. But we done been around each other, I couldn't do it. That's why did Dame Dash and Jay-Z start beefing and start having a falling out because of that? Okay, we got 144 people in. Thank you for coming in. Can everybody please tap the screen? We're going to tap up to 5,000. And also the follow for follow. So please follow. Follow for follow. And everybody make sure people do not have a private account. Make sure their accounts are open. If you start following them, make sure their accounts are open and not private. And I appreciate it. And please, please, everybody, please follow for follow and follow the host. The host going to follow you back. So what y'all thoughts on that? Now, y'all see some pictures. Like I said, I done seen interviews before Sean Johnson got locked up and they asked Jay-Z about certain stuff. He said they ain't that cool. He just know of him. But they kept showing different pictures. Now that they showing them in a collective of all these CEOs of these companies. You got Dame Dan, Andre Harrell, you got Puff Daddy, you got Jay-Z. And it's an accumulation of people laying inside this bed, inside either a club or in somebody's house. Now, but they say they don't know each other. They say they ain't around the same circles. They all do the same shit called most dudes that really hustle. Back in the day, I can't speak on the new generation because a lot of dudes, before they start hustling, they was already beefing because of turf wars and gangs. But we wasn't beefing back in the day. We was on player shit. So you might see 6-7 dudes from east side of town still hanging out. What's up, Ant? They hanging out. They partying together. They might not be getting money together, but they still might link up and party together. Because a lot of us didn't grow up in the same communities. From the boy club, from the Y, playing basketball and shit like that. So a lot of people gonna be in them same circles. Cause the world is not that big once you start making money, be around certain people. Once you get in certain industries, you'll see that. You're a football player, you're gonna be around a lot of football shit, basketball, and vice versa, entertainment, rapping. So the industry gets real small when everybody that's in that clique and them circles, cause they're gonna start inviting you to everything. If you're a world-class boxer, you're gonna be at all the major fights. Floyd ain't gonna be there, so they know all the up-and-coming fighters. They knew the new champions. Terrence Crawford was there. He was inside the ring when Shakur fight. They're gonna be in their little gathering together. So it's impossible for a person to say they don't know what people be doing. Not saying that they're gonna be 100% correct, but people know because a lot of times you're invited to this type of shit. And it's real disheartening that nobody is really stepping up. No, where's our senators at? Where's our Congress people at? Where's our law enforcement? And I'm not saying they're not under investigation, but where these people at? They've been screaming at Epstein shit. Now more and more pictures coming out, but nobody's saying nothing. Why ain't no federal indictments coming out? Why ain't nobody got these little young girls doing interviews and they can tell this story? And the one girl who they really always talk about, she no longer here. She committed suicide. So if you think about it, most of the people that they talking about, they either block these girl faces out, they won't let us know their name, and they ain't putting them on TV. So why these young victims is not getting no exposure? And we know Beyonce is not going to say nothing, even they were dating or whatever, having sex underage. She ain't going to say shit because she married to the man now. They got 3 children by him. Aaliyah is no longer here, but we know R. Kelly was doing this thing with her. She even made a song, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and we didn't even see it then. We thought this dude was just her producer, but this dude was her fucking lover. So we miss that shit a lot of times. I even had friends that grew up with me that was in their middle 20s messing with 13 and 14-year-old girls getting them pregnant, having baby by him. Knew another guy no longer here. He got 3 or 4 kids by young girls. But nobody say nothing cause this is shit that we accept in our communities now. It's a lot of pedophilia in the inner cities of America. And that's not just white people and not rich and elite. It's also poor, brown, and red people. It don't matter what community it is. We got a lot of aunts and uncles that's on that shit. We got a lot of cousins, nephews on that shit. But nobody talk about it. Nobody talk about it. We all know some people that's guilty of that kind of stuff. And them young girls need to have a voice. If they really been around these men and they been doing all this satanic shit like Nicki Minaj and Jaguar Wright is saying, I don't know if they speaking the truth. I don't know if they lying. But if Nicki Minaj and Jaguar Wright And what the little comedian name that was on Club Shay Shay? Shit. All these people saying all this stuff go down in Hollywood. You got all this information. So that means if you get concrete information and it ain't scuttlebutt or rumor control, that means you've been around a lot of shit. Now, Nikki, your brother and your husband all been convicted and put in prison in the state joint in New York for pedo shit. So your husband and your brother was doing this shit. Then you saying you know a lot of people who do the same thing. So that means you just as guilty, Nikki. Your husband and your brother been locked up. So you gotta know something. And that ain't me just going at Nikki, but she's talking like she know about all this satanic ritual shit that everybody doing. So was she involved? Because her husband surely was, because he got convicted, and her brother surely was. Now, they would never been convicted. I say, I don't know, until they got convicted. And they still might be innocent. We know a lot of times people can go to prison and be innocent. But both of them are convicted for messing with underage people. So, Nikki, you part of the problem also. Not saying that you know what they was doing, but if you know the other people information, and you got concrete information, that means you real close. Because I've been around people all my life. I don't know the fuck none of them motherfuckers. I can't even tell you what my family doing. I can't even tell you my family business. I can't even tell you where my brother work at. I know one job because he got two jobs, but the second job, I don't even know where he work at. I don't know who they be dating. I don't know where they hang out at. So you got all the information on all this satanic stuff, that they kidnapping kids, taking kids around the world, doing this, aborting the fetus, taking the afterbirth, and using it, and drinking the blood. You know a lot, young lady. But it looked bad when your brother and your husband was on the same shit. Did you know? Or didn't you know? Dang Dad, did you know? What Dang Dad said, if you look at the one part video with Jay-Z, that was in the video. It was Jay-Z and R. Kelly. He said he would never end that video with them. He did his shoot somewhere else because he know what kind of time it was with Aaliyah, and he said he wanted to check him. But you don't have the right to check nobody because at the end of the day, your boy had her before you. Y'all just passed the young lady around. And no disrespect to Aaliyah, but she sounded like she was out there. And they were having fun with her. But he just happened to be the only one who wanted to mania up with her. Because R. Kelly didn't mania up with her because R. Kelly was married. So, damn, you the only one who got sucker struck. Jennifer would pass around back and forth to different dudes that's in the industry. Nobody ever married these women. So it's kind of ludicrous to me. Okay, we got 168 people here. Can everybody please tap the screen? Tap the screen. Power tap and follow for follow. Please follow the host. The host will follow you back. And I appreciate everybody coming in because this is real deep because this picture tell and paint a vivid picture. I don't know if everybody can see it, but you see Andre Herrera, you see Dame Dash, you see R. Kelly, and you see the notorious Sean John. All these people are in this bed with multiple women. And Aaliyah and them in the pictures. So, and then the other picture floating around. So this is the thing they do, but also these guys be acting like they don't know each other. That's why when I tell people, if you can find any pictures of me when I was hustling back in the day, on there with some ninjas, you got to show me. Cause matter of fact, I'm going to want the pictures. I'll buy them from you. If you can find any pictures you ever seen me with anybody who's doing anything incriminating, let me get them pictures. What's up, at? I would love to have them pictures my damn self. Because when I know people are doing wrong and I'm doing wrong, I'm not going to be around you and expose myself like that. My stuff going to be in secret. So for these guys to be on pictures together, you can't tell me y'all don't know something about each other. And this shit is getting out of hand. Then I seen an article earlier Well, with an article, I seen a podcast earlier. Now, Bill Gates' wife was on there, and the lady asked her some hard questions. She answered the questions. The lady asked her, said, "Your husband at one time he was dealing with Mr. Epstein," and she said yes. And is it true that he supposedly had a venereal disease, that he got it from a Russian woman or several women? And she said yes. And was it true that he was trying to give you some medication without you knowing? And she said yes. And she said it's disheartening, some of the things that them young women had to go through. I had to get a divorce and leave that relationship. She said, and all the other people that's involved, it's crazy. She said, but the victims. And she actually did not deny anything. And she said she had to leave that relationship. Now think about it. These guys are billionaires, but they are billionaire lames. I'm the president. I'm the owner of a company. I'm the president of the United States. I'm senators. I'm a prince. And y'all guys sitting there letting this man film y'all, not thinking this dude is that cool, not thinking that this dude might get y'all in the long run. Y'all didn't think none of this shit through. Bill Clinton, you all in hot tubs and swimming pool with women naked. Y'all didn't really think this shit through, that this man might get y'all one day. If once you that powerful and big, you don't let nobody take no pictures of you. Because all these dudes we talking about, all of them was in relationship. They all was married. They got pictures of y'all cheating on your wife. They all were fucking married. And right, and now what it is, see, Sky, I think he sit there and started extorting them, and they couldn't say nothing. And then they try to say Mr. Epstein was a Mossad agent. The Mossad is like our CIA. They some of the top agents in the world. They say he was trained, so his thing was to go out there and get information on all the high, powerful people. Because thinking about it, he got information on billionaires, vice presidents, presidents. He got too much information. He got millions and millions of files and photos. Do you know how many damn photos you were taking got millions? They done released several million photos and still got millions to go. You was a photo taking dude. You said just leading all rap music. He said Jay-Z and Puff Daddy party. He know where the bodies are buried. Facts. Facts. That man took millions of pictures. Now look at that picture. Now, Sky, can you look at that picture and blow it up on your phone and put it on the wall? You see all the people on there? Dame Dad, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, Andres Herrera, what's her name? Aaliyah. All them people is in this bed. Even though they not doing nothing, but they all in their bed, talking and laughing, taking a picture. It, like I said, it can be at a party, it can be at somebody's home, but they all turned up. But like, not to put nobody down, but they passing motherfuckers all around. Cause look, for Jennifer to Aaliyah, all of them been passed around. Except I can't say Beyonce, cause far as I know, Beyonce only been with Jay-Z. But the rest of them been having a lot of fun with each other in that little small circle. So I know when they had some wild ass party, hey Jay-Z, man, meet me at the bar. Hey man, meet me at my spot. You know this shit gonna go down, cause that's the shit what people do. Anybody in no kind of industry, we gonna do that. Even on the streets, we gonna do that. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I had to get all. Damn. I apologize for that. I had that my VA doctor. Okay, where were we at? I appreciate it. No, I done lost over 100 people on that little damn phone call. I had to answer it though, because it'd be hard to get in touch with them. Now, to see the crazy thing about that, like I said, a lot of people be in these same circles, they just having fun and they don't care. See, me personally, once you in certain circles, I'm going to be careful what I do. And then I'm really the type of person, I never like my business on the street. So if I'm messing with women, a lot of times motherfuckers ain't going to find out because I don't like people all in my motherfucking business like that. And then I never hung with circles around dudes with women cause I know how people start getting jealous and envy. And then think about it. Dame Dash, I ain't gonna say he backdoored Jay-Z, but damn, to me personally, it seemed like you always had your eye on Aaliyah. You always wanted Aaliyah. Because how could you sit there and even date her after you and Jay been rocking that long, making money together, hanging out, being in the trap together? That shit is ludicrous. That's ludicrous. So I think, did they fall out on that? Did they start having animosity cause of that? And we don't know, but for Dame Dash to do that, that's some hell of a shit. That mean, and then it was another interview with some guy, and Memphis Bleek was on there. And Memphis Bleek said him and Dame Dash got into it because he was trying to holler at, Beyonce. So he said he had to check, Dame Dash. So Dame Dash just running at everybody girl. I'm the type of dude, if my man hit that shit, I don't want that shit. I'm cool. He can have it. Cause for one, I don't like to go behind my dudes. So Dame Dash, he's just something different. So Jay-Z might be feeling some type of way because of that. People gotta realize, man, motherfucker be feeling some kind of way when you be doing shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he could never trust Dame Dash around none of his women. So what kind of shit is Dame Dash was on? Was Dame Dash actually really doing this? Or Dame Dash really caught up like this? Cause I don't know. But that what Memphis Bleek said, and they had some words, and they had a falling out. Then he wanted to get rid of Memphis, but you can't get rid of Memphis because, for one, the dude Biggs is no longer here at Jay-Z and Dame, they all partnership, and Memphis Bleek is Dame Dash's boy. So, and Memphis said that was the relationship was over after that. He said Dame Dash and Jay-Z really just split. He said that was a nail in the coffin. And it should be because you went at his woman and then you already went at his other girl and made up with her. And I know how I am. If you messing with the girl that I had before you cool with me, I'm going to make you feel it every time I come around. Every time you come around, I'm going to say something. Hey, man, that shit's still good. Man, I know that shit's still wet, fam. Well, damn, man, she was good in bed. I'm going to hurt your little motherfucking feelings. That's why I'm going to play it. I'm going to make you so freaking mad that you're going to really dislike me because every time I see you, I'm going to say something when I see you with her. I'm going to go up there and, hey, what's up, man? That shit still wet? I ain't going to be that disrespectful. I'm going to let you know, like, damn, dude, you tripping. And people can do what they want, but, like, damn. To me, personally, it's just too many women out here and there's too many men out here. And women do the same thing. It's just too many men and women out here for you even to backdoor somebody that you really, really cool with. Because women do it every day and men do it every day. But that's the world we living in. Yep. So what do y'all basically feel about this situation? Because one thing about this picture don't lie. Pictures don't lie. Pictures don't lie. And I hope that this stuff about Jay-Z and them ain't true. I hope they ain't on that type of shit, but messing with them little girls. Man, because then a lot of other people they're supposed to be in an Epstein file. I hope they just got pictures of these guys just hanging out with this man. I hope they weren't doing some of the stuff people saying they was doing, because that's crazy. And then a lot of these dudes, y'all have daughters. Y'all had daughters. Jay-Z had 2 daughters. Dame Dad got a couple of daughters. Russell Simmons had daughters. Puff Daddy had beautiful daughters. You know, and that way God said, okay, God being funny, God being a comedian, and say, this is my way of getting back. Because a lot of these men do have daughters. And when their daughter be put in that same situation with some hell of a dudes that's out there on that bullshit. Karma a beast. Don't want to tell people, once I started learning the karma and I started realizing that shit is true, I always try to do the right thing in life now. No, I try to be cordial with people, nice to people. If I fuck up, I apologize for it, because I try not to shit on people and do people wrong, because I don't want that shit come back on me, or it might come back on one of my family members, or the next 10 generation I'm not here. Because karma don't have to hit me, it can hit the next one, the next, or the next one. So I try to make sure I don't put nobody in that situation that had to go down for the shit that I do or did. And also me, I got to be worthy. I got to be leery of that kind of shit, making sure you don't do anything wrong and put yourself in a bad situation. And that's what we do every day. We put ourselves in these bad situations, and then when shit hit the fan, you're like, fuck. But it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Ain't too much you can do. Just imagine, even though Bill Gates ain't gonna miss the money, he done made some more money back, and the money he got, he can never spend that money no matter how much he try to mess it up. If he take all the money he got, he might spend $10 to $15 million a day or more and last another 200 years, that money. So the money he gave his wife, I think she deserved it, because when they were struggling, married, his company wasn't afloat. So it ain't like she got him on some sack chasing shit, you know. So she deserved what she got. Because if I sit there and build a company of 20, 30 billion, and this woman been with me, we married and got kids, I'm going to give her what she's supposed to get. I'm not even going to fight in the court and give her that, because she deserved that, because she was there at the bottom. Now, if I meet somebody, fall in love, get married, and I'm worth 40 billion, you ain't getting shit of that 40 billion. Now, I'm going to have some stipulations where you might get something after the fact, and I'm also going to make sure you don't get none of that, because if I made 40 billion, I know what kind of money got to be coming in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure all that shit is in a trust. I'm going to give you a line. There might be inside that paperwork, I might say, okay, I give you $10 million for the next 20 years we get divorced. Something like that. You ain't going to get no billions. Like Michael Jordan, I guarantee you, his agreement with her, his prenup, she ain't going to get a lot. The kids might get some because he got twins by her, but she ain't going to get enough. Because once these men give us so much money once, they going to make sure they get that shit locked in, that they'll never get that kind of money again. I guarantee you. Because you can't keep fooling me. So, what do y'all think about that? Or do y'all think Puff Daddy gonna get out, get a podcast, and write a tell-all book? Because he can say it's a tell-all book and really ain't giving up no information there. He just can be out there doing subliminal shit. You know, like Jagger White, Nicki Minaj right now. They ain't giving up no name. They just saying shit. Hey, you gonna say something? Give me the name. The people who doing all these rituals, give me the name. The one who mess with the young girl. Give up names, but people ain't doing it. So Puff Daddy can come up. He can really come up. And then you got people like Usher. They really can come up. Because think about it. They was around these dudes as teenagers. Justin Bieber. Don't forget these guys with little kids around these dudes. So some of the stuff they done seen. And they done put them through. And you notice that a lot of them motherfuckers, they don't come up and say anything. Because do they got something on them? Or do they don't want to look bad either because they done did some shit or got some stuff done to them? Because I remember Usher had an interview. And with the person who was interviewing him, they asked him a couple of questions about Puff Daddy Boot Camp. And he said, would you send your son to Puff Daddy Boot Camp? He said, nah, He said, no, I won't let my kids around that. So what's so wrong with this man Boot Camp that you've been around it? You done made hundreds of millions of dollars for dealing with this man. He gave you your musical career, but you don't want your children around him. Huh. Shit getting kind of scary, getting kind of flaky. The flakes are us. And stuff like this, I be thinking this kind of stuff. It's comical because I've always been the type of person that I don't put nothing past no human being. I don't care if I know you. I don't care if I've been around you. I don't care if I've been in a relationship with you. I don't put nothing past no human being because you don't know anyone. People always going to wear a mask their whole fucking life. You will never know nobody 100%. You will never know nobody 80%. Now, you might get 50% of a human being, but you will never know who the fuck you dealing with. Never. When you really find out what you was dealing with, is something happened. When you get out of that relationship, they're going to show you the ugliness of them. But while you with a person, people always got that motherfucking mask on, and they got that shield up. So they're only going to give you 10 to 30% of who they truly are. You'll never know their background. You'll never know their real true thoughts. You'll never even know they really fucking like you. They can deal with you 10, 15, 20 years and don't even like you. It just, they might be in a situation where I'm comfortable with this individual. The individual giving me money. The individual paying my bill. The individual feeding me. The individual looking out for me. They might not even fucking like you. You will never know until that one day come and they show you who they really are. They would show you that ugly monster. And then like a lot of these people, we get around them, we just not in no circle. We will see that ugly monster of who these people really are, what they capable of. Cause think about it, some of us only $100 heirs. Then you got 1,000 heirs. Then you got some people you might know millionaires. None of us really know the common person, the average person. We don't know no billionaire, but you might run across somebody that you know in your family or friend that might have made a couple million. But you know a lot of people who might make a couple 100,000. So we never be in these elite circles with these diabolical nerds. You know, no matter what the street lingo is, how much they get on the platform, talking about how gangster they are, or whatever. We don't know the Bill Gates. We don't know the Puff Daddies. We don't know the R.J. Herreros. We don't know these guys. So we don't know that they could be a little weird, nerdy, lame dude in the classroom, in the corner, or the little psychotic guy. We don't really know these people. We are putting these people on a higher plane. Well, I don't per se, because I don't care. I never was the type of person that really care about celebrity. Not to put them down, you just another person to me. And I done been around celebrities before, so I'm going to speak and keep it moving. I'm not going to sit up under you, motherfucker. I don't care about that shit because I rock with who I rock with. I don't care if you're a bum. I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care if you're the janitor. I don't care if you're a doctor. If I rock with you, I rock with you. You know, I'm not going to sit around the president because you the president. No, I ain't going to lie. Now, if I can get around you and I can ask you and try to get some shit done that can benefit me and my family, hell yeah, I'm going to work that. But if I'm getting around you just that chit-chatting and you're the president of the United States of America and I leave out that Oval Office and I ain't accomplished nothing from you, I ain't going to tell nobody about that shit. I'm going to say, y'all met dude. I said, but ain't shit go down. Because if I get around them, you got enough pull, enough power that you can change my life with a snap. If I walk out that area, my life ain't get changed a snap, I ain't fuck with it. If I go around Mike Tyson, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, well, he ain't here, or Michael Jordan, and my life ain't changed a snap, what's the use of me being around you? Think about it. These people can change your life with a snap. They can change your life. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Just say I'm around Kim Kardashian's sister. I think she got like 300 million like followers on Instagram. If I can get around her, if she just can put me on a couple of her posts and mention my name, I'm gonna have millions of followers overnight. That's the way of giving back. That's why you look at my page, I don't follow people who have millions of followers. I don't follow Earn Your Leisure. I don't follow the Kardashians. I don't follow LeBron James. I don't follow no people because they ain't gonna follow you back. Them motherfuckers following 3 people. You gonna tell me you got 360 million followers? You following 3 freaking people? I'm not gonna follow these stars. They following 3 freaking people. Now, too bad OG follow me back. Big Hurt follow me back. Cali Muscle follow me back. Do you really think these people Tom Brady and all these people gonna follow you back? I'm not following their damn page. Now if it pop up on my feed, it pop up on my feed. But why would I follow people that's so selfish that they won't even give you a follow back? If I had 200 million followers, I'm gonna try to follow back everybody. Cause at the end of the day, I'm respect that you gave me a follow. But they don't do that. So why would I follow Jay-Z them? I'm not following them dudes, Pay. I'm not following Beyonce. I'm not following none of that shit. No, I don't follow. I don't even know if Michael Jordan even got a page. If Michael Jordan got a page, trust and believe, I never followed it. I never followed LeBron's. I follow Kyrie Irving, and the reason I follow Kyrie Irving, because I know a guy that from this city where I'm from, he dealt with Kyrie Irving and his people. And I grew up with the dude, his son playing at USC, Jerry Easter Jr. Jerry Easter III. And Kyrie done be looking out for him. So I respect that. And I seen a lot of good things Kyrie doing in the community by looking out for people, college students and shit like that. So it's different. And also Shaquille O'Neal, I follow him because I see all the greatness that Shaq get back to his people. Shaq can never stand off. If anybody walk up to Shaq, Shaq is cordial enough to sit there and have a conversation with him going about his business. So I respect that. And also James Harden. So I do follow them, even though they don't follow me back. But I see some of the stuff they do and how they treat people. So I look at shit like that also. But you'll never see me follow Michael Jordan on them. I'm not. It ain't happening. And nothing again, Mike the greatest ever. But I ain't following because I know he ain't gonna follow your ass back. Like I said, I don't even know if he got social media. And if he ever did a podcast, that motherfucker, man, it'll break the internet. Mike shit will break the internet right now. Okay, we got 15 people here. Because before y'all came in, I had got on the phone with the VA and I fucked up. So I had 100 and some people and I kind of fucked it up and I got on the phone with the VA and it took me down, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just appreciate them people coming in, but we was on a roll and I lost that momentum for that 5 minutes because the algorithm was pushing people this way for this conversation. So it's cool though. But 18 people, I want everybody on the wall, go down the wall and follow. It's a follow for follow. So start following people. Tap the screen. Let's tap the screen up to 5,000. Let's tap the screen up to 5,000. Y'all, let's get them 5,000 in here. Come on, y'all. Let's get them 5,000 likes in here. Let's tap the screen and tap the screen. And once you start liking, I can call your name out because I will see you and you'll be more visible. Always try to interact with the host. When you interact with the host can direct people to your page. I can't direct people to your page if I don't see your name. So always try to stay visible on the wall. Make a comment. How do y'all feel about the situation that coming out with Jay-Z and all them guys? Even though, like I said, a picture don't mean you did anything wrong. Oh, you said, why I'm on that picture? Hey, now, one thing about me, you would never see me in a picture with a group of men if we all doing wrong. So I don't know what these guys on that picture, Jay-Z and them doing wrong at that time, but if they would, I wouldn't be on that picture with them. And that's just me. And that ain't me trying to be the smartest dude in the world. Said my fault, Uncle, I had something in my eye. You see what I'm saying? 333. I always been like that. Like I told a person, if they can find any pictures of me back in the day with a group of dudes hustling on them, I would love to get them pictures from them. I just search stuff and do like right now. I really don't take a lot of pictures with people unless they family or friend that I know ain't doing it wrong. Once I know you're doing something wrong, I really ain't gonna be on too many pictures with you. I'm not gonna be on a picture with you if you're doing wrong. I just try to avoid that because by me being in the system, I know how dangerous that shit is, having pictures with groups of people. No, a picture can turn into a life sentence. Because once you're inside the system and people saying you did certain stuff, it's hard to beat it. Look how many people are pointing the finger trying to say they guilty because they're on a picture with Epstein. That don't mean you did shit. Or you're on a picture with R. Kelly. That don't mean you did nothing. But that's the perception that you're going to always get with people. You always going to get that perception with people. People going to say, oh, well, he had to know something. That is not true. But the guilt will always be there. That's why I tell people, always be careful and mindful who you be around when you're taking photos. Because you take them down photos, it can put you in the hot ass water. I can sit there and go to people's pages and see who they dealing with. I can go to people's pages and see how they hustling and trapping. You go to my page, you're going to see content like this. I really don't show a lot about my life. Even when I go on a trip, you might see a couple of pictures, but you don't see the people I'm with. You might see the ocean. You might see my feet on the beach. You really don't see a lot of shit I do because I don't put everybody in my business. I go out of town. Used to go to Detroit almost every weekend, but I ain't been there because it's been winter time. I've been to Cleveland 3 or 4 times last year. Been to Columbus like 4 or 5 times. I don't post that shit because we all doing the same shit. No, I post stuff on here for entertainment purposes, trying to build content. I appreciate. Now look at that. I don't know what I done said. We was at 18 people. I said something about the algorithm, and it shot us up to 117 people. Now, everybody on that wall, I want everybody to tap on the wall. Do me a favor. If you can pick out anybody in that picture, put the names on the wall that you see inside that picture. And the young ladies that you see in that picture. That's a hell of a photo right there. So if you can pick out any of the pictures in there, I mean people in them pictures, please put on the wall for me. So they continue to tap, 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 power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's keep power tapping. I appreciate it, I appreciate it, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much too kind. And also as a follow for follow, you got 88 people here, 92 people now. Go on the wall and start picking people out. Make sure these people have an open account. Make sure these people are not a bot. Make sure they don't have a private account. If their account is private, do not follow them. When you come here, it's a follow for follow. We follow for follow. We come here and talk about stuff that's going on the streets some days, and some days we talk about business and finance. You never know what you're gonna get in here, but most of the time we talk about finance. Then if I talk on here later on the day, it'd be about something else. Some rumor control, some scuttlebutt, some shit that happened on the streets. And right earlier I had talked also about the Jay-Z situation, but that picture Epstein, now it's a collective of all the people on the picture laying around the young girls. Like I said, are you at somebody's house? Or are you in a bar? Are you at a party? But should no young women be around the old ass men? Cheney State, Pennsylvania. I need a Rule 35. Why you need a Rule 35? Milk cookies, 99. Why you need a Rule 35? Where your brother locked up at? Huh?
I smell something. Smell like something.
So, where your brother locked up at? Oh, he at Milan, Michigan? How much time your brother got? And where he from? I did time at Milan. Okay. Where you from, MILF? I did 17 and a half. Are you from Chicago? So you say you want a Rule 35. You know what a Rule 35 is, right? So I imagine, MILF, I imagine you're a girl. Because I doubted you're a dude talking about MILF. And do you know what a Rule 35 is? And Milan, when I was there, it was a 3-4 security. Because you had anywhere from 0 all the way up to 5. It was a 3-4 medium high. Now I heard it's like a low. So he should be so cool. He should be cool. And also, if you're at Milan, Michigan, he should have a lot of homies that, yeah, it's a low. See, it's a low security. See, when I was there, it was a medium high. I was there from like 89 to 92. Then I went back down there again from 2000 to 2005. I got released from there, but it still was a medium high. And that was over 20 years ago. Tell him to be careful. Tell him to do his time. Stay out the way. Reprogram himself. If he was in a gang, denounce that shit. Get his life together and come out here, man, and be positive and do something. You know, because once you on the streets and get out the street and go to prison, that's the time for you to enlighten yourself. You know, change your life. Don't keep doing the same shit, you know, because you don't want to keep going back and forth in these people's prisons. And like he got 20 years. Hey, 20 years is a long fucking time. So, and can he do the time? Yes, he ain't got no choice. I did the time, I had no fucking choice. But at the end of the day, you don't want to keep putting yourself in them situations. How do I feel being out for the last 20 years? Well, I've been out really only 20 years. It was December the 7th of 2025. It took me over 20 years. I'm going on 21 years. It feels great, man. Prince, it feels great. And guess what? I ain't never going back. I don't think about nothing illegal. I don't want to do nothing illegal. I don't want to be around nobody doing nothing illegal. I love my freedom, man. This is the best feeling in the world, man, that I'm home. You know, and 20 years, now I look back on it, it went kind of fast. And I hope the next 20 years go fast. Because you got people right now, Prince, that sitting in jail that's my age, that's 60 and 70 years old, with brand new federal indictments, about to get 30, 40 years. So you're going to die incarcerated. Or you can be a 30-year person, they give you 30 years. You'll be 60 when you get out. Or you can be 40 and get 30 years. Be 70. Or you can be 50 and get 30 years. Be 80 when you get out, or if you come out. So it's really not even worth doing no shit on the streets no more, because you can have a good, comfortable life and live great. You don't have to look over your shoulder and have to worry about getting incarcerated. You don't have to worry about your man crossing you, and live good and make 6 figures. Because one thing about life, man, you only can spend so much money. No matter what money you get, you only gonna be able to do so much. If I got $1 billion, I'm only gonna be able to do so much. If I got $100,000 a year, I'm only gonna be able to do so much. And we all barely doing the same thing. You might can get on a private jet, I gotta take Delta. You might go to this restaurant, I gotta go to Chick-fil-A. We all doing the same shit. You got a Bentley, I got a Honda. It's all the same shit. So we gotta really be careful if you want to put yourself in them situations. Because one thing about the hustle game, nobody is safe. Because if 1 or 2 people know that you're hustling, the police already know. If you've been picked up for hustling before and they gave you probation or let your ass go, they already send your name across the street and they're going to keep it in that data bank. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how they go. Cause you might say, oh man, they let me go. No, they didn't let you go. They just sent you across the street. Cause the state might couldn't give you no time, but the Fed can sit there and start investigating you. You'll never know they're investigating you for the last 5 years. So you really got to be mindful of this game, because the game is vicious. Because once they get you, cause like, damn, they've been investigating me for 7 or 8 years, and you never know. They can tell you everything you done did, how many times you went to the toilet. So you really got to really be careful when you're playing around with that motherfucking game, that street shit. And I never seen nobody in the street game who haven't been incarcerated who was a major player. If you was a major player out there really getting real money, it's all depending what the time they gonna come and get you. Cause there's always gonna be people around you in your circle getting locked up. And you never know if your name was involved in that, cause they don't say nothing come and get you right then. They might have gave your name a 5 years later. You don't realize he gave your name a 5 years later, and they come and indict you on some other shit, but he started an investigation on you. You'll never know, and he with you at that, you never know. So you really got to be mindful. Do you really want to be on that street shit, or do you want to be a law-abiding citizen and keep your ass out here? And then the way the law is changing, cause President Trump said, if you get caught with anything like Finney and shit, they try to give you the death penalty. That shit ain't worth it, because everything had that in it. If you willing to go to jail for the rest of your life or the death penalty, man, you crazy as hell. Just to make a couple of dollars, man, you better take your ass to work. Work 2 jobs. It's too many jobs out here that you can hustle and make 100,000. I'm not saying you're gonna make it straight up, but if you work overtime and really grind, you can make 100,000 even if you get 2 jobs, because you can work hard, 1 hard job, and then you can get an Uber later on or a Lyft. I know somebody right now that drive for Uber and Lyft, and he got a factory job. It's all depend what you want out of life. It's all depend if you want to be a hustler or a grinder and you kindly want that money. But some people are comfortable with they doing. But I would never be comfortable hustling, because back in the day, I didn't have no job. But once I got out the joint, I had a job. I was hustling on the side, and I was cutting hair. I had 3 income coming in. Then I started getting into the real estate. Then I started getting into the stock market. So I had 5, 6 sources of income coming in. I'm not going to rely on 1 source of income. I'm not going to rely on 2 sources of income, because anything can happen with them too. Too much shit can happen out here for you not try to get the maximum dollar. Well, I went over an hour. I'm going to have to shut it down. I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm going to give y'all a couple of minutes for y'all to go down the wall and start following for follow. Because right now we got 42 people in here. So please follow the host. And let me know how y'all do that. And I appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks for rocking with me. Peace out. Os.